Okay. Hello. That was a short countdown. Welcome back to World of Syklos, Wail of the Whisperwind, Part 2. Last time on the World of Syklos, well, the party ventured forth into the bitter cold landscape that is Spiritwind Valley, after crossing the Whispering Bog and fighting off an undead caravan of sellswords, and crossing what should have been an easy river, the party finds themselves resting at a campsite at an unknown time of day before they reach their true destination, Ysshara's Grove. During this rest, they find themselves recuperating, preparing. That has been done. But in the mind of one of them, we reflect on a quick memory. Vail, you just got finished. This is a memory. You just got finished with a previous job. Whatever it was, you can tell me. You're searching for Des, a new client among your services, and couldn't find him in the meeting room where you would usually do. You take a quick walk. It's not hard to find where he ended up, and find him, and spot him through the doorway of another room in Corellin's Keep. You see him before a statue illuminated by two braziers, alit with warm fire in the cold winter bastion. And well, you approach him. Des looks to you and just say, "Oh, Vail, I trust the job's done." Yes, thank you. I'm quickly starting to see why your services were recommended to me. Well, with that being done, I should be able to rise among the ranks and achieve Seeker before long. Truly, I thank you. You see him look solemnly towards the statue behind him. Apologies, it caught me in a moment of contemplation. I'm glad to be of service. Why are you here? Well, well, I suppose that's a valid question for anyone not of the Conclave, but, well, do you recognize him, Vail? You look forward and you see a statue of, well, a white-haired elf posed with a regal-looking bow. Knowledge roll for me, please. Should be pretty easy. A difficulty of 12, fitting for 15, with hope. Gain a hope. Theodluin, the Ranger Champion. It's, well, pretty easy to understand why a Ranger Champion would be represented with a statue in the Ranger's Conclave, designed to keep the borders of the kingdom safe from invading monsters and unsavory forces from both Spiritwind Valley and the Scorched Wastes. And Des sees your recognition and approves. That's right. The Ranger. While Corellin's Keep may be named after a folk deity of the elves, the true hero, the true saint of this, well, bastion, is Theodluin. He looks to a pendant hanging on his neck. Tell me, Des, did you know that... I'll ask a different question. How do you feel about our nations? Fion, Odovia, whichever. He strikes a conversation. Never asked that myself before. I think it would be better if there were no nations. That is an intriguing thought. Would it surprise you if I say that I'd prefer to think the same? He looks behind him to the ranger statue. Did you know that, despite being the patron champion of Eladovia, there are two different stories as to who Theodluin is? The high elves of the nobility believe Theodluin to be a prince of, well, of a noble house that has long since passed after the rupture. A natural leader, gifted, charismatic, and beloved by his subjects. That's who they thought he was. But to the wood elves living in the Yggdrasil woods to the north of the Confederate, they believe something different. They believe Theodluin was a chieftain, a brother of a mistress of the current chief, of the then current chief of the woodlands. But they share the same thought, that he was charismatic, a leader, and, well, to them, a folk hero. One who rose from the dirt to accept the challenge and the summons to fight the rupture. It claims to be one nation, but Eladovia paints two different pictures of its own champion. Tell me, which do you believe in? Or do you perhaps believe in neither? Random lore drop? I believe you know something else than those two stories. You're almost right. The truth is, I believe none of us truly know. Who are we to say to tell the story of a man who perished 500 whole years ago? The thing about stories is identities that form nations. They are remembered for what the people wish they were, not for what they actually are. He brushes his long hair behind his ear. You already know and are very familiar with his half-elven lineage. Des, you could say a mistaken child of a wood elf who wandered far from Yggdrasil, and a Lumerian noblewoman. He got his post here because, well, the main city wouldn't really be so welcoming of such a scandal. Well, I'm glad we can see eye to eye there. I should tell you though that I have a new mission in mind to assemble, and I think your expertise is needed, but it's at this point where I will spend one of my 8 fear to cause something. As Des, you recall in this memory of as Vail, as you recall in this memory of Des teaching you about Theodluin and recruiting you for what would be your current mission. As the fires of the braziers spread across the room, Des, in this memory, does not seem to pay it any mind, as if it's normal. But then the fire surrounds your feet, the fire surrounds the statue, melts it, and melts Des, until you look around and see a different sight. And it's one that you are already familiar with because I've told you about it before. You find yourself burning a library. And let me actually... okay, I forgot to do this. You find yourself burning a library, or a pile of books, in a black study of, well, dark bricks, low illumination. I want you, as a reaction roll, meaning no hope or fear gained, to roll me a instinct reaction roll. No hope or fear gained. 14. That passes. Okay, well, it doesn't matter whether it's with fear or hope. As Des and statue melt before you, you look around to your surroundings. It's the same thing that's been plaguing your mind, the same illusion that's been haunting you since you spent some time in the valley recently. But there's one thing different here that you notice as the violet flames consume the books, the library that you found yourself in. Still, you do not know where this is, if it's a real vision. But the new detail you find is that in your hand is a wax candle that you held out. In your mind, you see that you were the one who started this fire. And that's where a sound breaks the illusion. As you are awoken back to...
Back again.
I started the fire. As I spend that fear, thankfully you pass the reaction roll, you don't gain the stress. But, well, Noia, Zorik, you two are preparing to head out to possibly, well, crack down that pesky Wisp as everyone else is preparing. Any final conversations? Or Vail, who has that same... You find yourself waking back up, Vail. It was just dozing off. You were just the cold, healing from your wounds. We're back in. We're back. We're back in that again. It's up to you, guys, whether or not someone would notice. That's completely up to you. You heard that voice of the Wisp heading due east, Noia, Zorik. The others are still recovering, but you two steeled yourselves to potentially know a bit more about it. That? Yeah, this game has plot, surprisingly. Oh, sorry. I was just mumbling to myself. Are you okay? I am alright. Thanks for the concern.
Okay, those two are having a conversation. Zorik's too busy gathering her stuff. I'll just go follow the Wisp.
Alright.
Well, once you go, she's following.
Alright.
Oh,
Split off game.
But the party...
Patron won't kill me for not spending my time to her. Alright. You see those two are preparing to head off. You The rest of you are still in the middle of whatever your other rest option is. This is technically in the middle of your short rest because those two are doing their thing. My father once said, "Misery loves company." I don't know what that means, but if you ever need anyone to talk to, I'll listen anytime. Stop. Don't kill yourself. Put that knife back on the shelf. Anyways. Lulu, did they all gain a hope at the start of this session? And with that, everyone gets one hope. Halflings.
Nice.
Thank you, Lulu. Damn halflings. Everyone gets an extra hope to start the session because you have a halfling in this party and they are just so cheerful.
Yeah, where can I place that?
You don't get extra hope if you're already full, Syzygy.
God damn it.
Apparently, thank you. Alright. Everyone good with, well, I guess we're taking the spotlight to the two people tracking the Wisp, and I guess if you want to track, that would be an instinct roll. Noia, you have a +1 from your book. If you want to make this a group roll, Zora can roll something to either add a +1 or subtract 1 if she fails, if she wants to help, or Zora can lead and Noia can help. Up to you two.
What's your instinct?
Wait, I have to roll
Me?
something. Oh yeah, Prayer Dice, probably.
I have
Mine's-
+2. Technically 3 because of the book.
I have a
Three.
+1.
Okay. You wanna help?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help.
Well, the
Okay.
leader has to roll an instinct roll. The helper can choose any roll that's fitting in tracking if you can come up with something.
Okay. Let me see, what's the best I have?
2d12 plus 3. Do I have to roll first?
Helper first.
Okay.
Difficulty.
Agility, strength.
Yeah, it's just a
Same.
difficulty 13 to track the Wisp.
Do I want to spend my hope now? Question. Well, I'll spend it now, why not? I'll do...
The one you just got from Lulu. Go ahead.
I guess I'll do an instinct roll as well, but can I add skilled explorer to that?
Sure. You help Noia
Nice.
navigate the parts of the snowstorm that would normally trouble her frail stick arms.
2d12 plus
This is a reaction roll, so you don't gain a
One.
hope or fear for this roll for helping.
plus
Only
2.
Noia.
So that's a 2d12 plus 3 overall. Boop.
Mhm.
Boop.
That is 11. That is
Oof.
a fail.
Oh no.
So subtract 1 Noia as you get a little lost along the way. It's Spiritwind Valley. You can forget.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so it's down to a +2 for you, Noia. Instinct roll.
It's
that's
still
a
my
good
base
start.
instinct, so it's fine.
Come on, it's DC 13. It's literally average roll.
However, don't hit us
21
now.
with
Nice.
fear. Alright. As I gain a fear. You two track the Wisp. And tracking the Wisp is... Alright, you describe it. How do you follow a light that heads into a snowstorm? This is the same environment stat block. You two describe it to me.
I'd like to think that the Wisp leaves like a little trail of mist. No, not mist, it's pure light. We're just following light. But it leaves some sort of trail. Like very faint trail that feels very ghostly under a huge blizzard. So it's just like very, I'd like to think of it as like very faint flickers and then like the trail is like very faint, and also the wisp just like flickering through the snow.
Right. Well, as we go through that, let's just say that as you navigate through the snow, the decision to navigate the snowstorm during this specific point was, well, a risk you were willing to take. You were already aware of that as you tread through the snow, and well, the snowstorm hasn't breezed up yet, hasn't gotten that strong yet, but it is enough where it blows on you specifically as you try to, well, tread through what's slowly becoming a blur of white in your vision. Just Noia rolling a strength reaction roll for that fear.
Oh no.
Simple, it's just another 13, but it's still
Okay.
a strength reaction roll. As you both find yourself.
Okay.
Okay, you pass. You don't gain any stress as the blizzard picks up, and you follow the wisp, which seems to find itself in a simple white open field of snow, and it
Big
seems to circle
field.
around this area.
Seems like it found something.
Like, how big is the area?
Well, it's considering you can't see farther than 60 feet right now, it's as big as you can see because of the snowstorm. It's just a huge plain of white. You can't tell how far it goes, and you'd rather not risk going too far away.
Yeah.
It's as far as you can see.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, we've been following this wisp. Sorry. I think I should just go to wherever. Yeah, I'll just go to wherever it's pointing at.
Yeah, it's circling an area right here, but other than that, you kind of get near it, and it just makes a little as you get
Oh,
near.
new sound.
But other than that, it's just continuing to circle this area. Nothing
I can
seems
Is
to
there
change,
anything
just
on
approaching.
the ground?
I can
Well,
only assume it's on the ground.
how do you want to search for it?
Check your tools. But I'm very weak. Oh no. Wait. Exploration supplies. Wait. Do I need to spend a hope to like get something out of the bag?
If it says in the description, spend a hope, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I will spend a hope to look into my exploration bag. Do researchers carry shovels? I was like thinking, oh.
I mean, it's literally a bag of useful tools that might be useful later. You come up with what makes sense. I'm not your mom.
Sure. Wait,
There could be a shovel there. You decide how there was a shovel there. Not my responsibility.
I mean, to be fair, we are in the snow.
Shovel isn't too far off from what could be packed there, yeah.
I could just say miraculously, I spend the hope, and there's like, wow, a shovel that will be used for later.
You knew this would happen, so part of the pack was a shovel. Go ahead. What do you want to use the shovel for?
I'm gonna use the shovel to dig up wherever the wisp.
Alright, that can be either instinct or strength with advantage.
I'm gonna use instinct. I'm gonna use instinct. That's a no-brain.
Yeah, you use your smarts to dig up the right hole instead of brute forcing the entire field. Does our explorer fact reset, or did it not? What does it say? Does it say per long rest or per session? 19 with it should have a description. I remember saying it's long rest, but it's
long rest.
Yeah,
long rest.
19 with fear.
Did we take a long rest? I forgot.
Not yet. That was a short rest.
Okay.
You were told to take a long rest in the grove itself because that's where it's safe. Alright. You dig up a specific spot where you could see something buried, Noya. Thankfully, with that shovel, it did. Did you add your shovel? A D6?
Oh, D6.
You didn't. Yeah.
I didn't add the D6.
All right. You can get more if you break a 20, or break a 20 something.
Flat D6.
Remember, advantages always add D6. All right.
Wow.
20. That's enough to break through to a second tier of what can be found here. It was 15 or 20. All right, 20 is what you would need for the second thing. All right. Thankfully to the shovel, you find something interesting, Noya. You find a weapon
Ooh.
buried here. As you find what looks like to be, well, a blunt weapon. It's, well, you're familiar enough. You don't use them yourself, but you can identify a mace when you see one.
Oh. Ooh.
And
Does it have any... Oh, sorry. Does it have any writing on it?
Alright.
Anything interesting?
Yeah. Alright, this is what you see. You dig up a mace, which is, well, made of a metal you can't identify right now because of where you currently are, but there is a few things interesting about what you can identify with it. The mace seems well built, well crafted. It's a tier 2 improved mace for those concerned about game statistics. It's a tier 2 mace. But the other part is, well, there are some engravings on it in a language that you do not know. I checked your D&D character. It's a language your D&D character does not know, since Daggerheart does not do languages. A mace, huh? But while turning it over, though, what you can see, Noya, is that there is dried blood on it.
Oh.
It's a bloody improved mace. It's the tier 2 physical weapon, and what that 20 would give you is that you see what it was used to hit. Or what it
was just...
What?
As you can see, slowly, well, not slowly, it has decayed a dead body.
I found a dead body. she tells like Zorik in like the flattest tone.
What?
Take it home.
Take it home.
I'm gonna go and check what the heck Noya just found.
You see a dead adventurer, probably. It's not like the skeletons where it's a skeleton. This is, well, it's not freshly dead, but it is dead for a time that you can tell enough. You can tell that it's been dead for like at least a day or few, or maybe a week. You don't exactly know without checking, but it was preserved in the snow.
Okay.
What's the question?
Are there like faces identifiable enough since it's just only been a day?
Knowledge,
okay.
Can I try to do that as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
nah, I can't.
6
I have a 0 in
fear.
knowledge. Worth a shot. 2d12. Oh wow.
Behold.
That's a 20 with hope. Alright. Alright. Here's what you know. Noya, you frankly don't care.
I don't care. I literally don't care.
The mace? Ooh, murder weapon. How interesting. The Wisp has a morbid sense of curiosity, I guess. Real, I don't give a fuck, girl. Zorik, it doesn't take you much to identify with that 20 with hope. You can easily see the garments. Blue, silver, more free-flowing garb that indicates a focus on mobility and survival in the wilderness. This was clearly a ranger. The blue vestments tell you that there was someone affiliated with the Conclave.
Ah.
You look
So
around.
this is what happened. So this is what happened to those guys.
You dig up some stuff by walking around, and you notice you step on something a bit harder than regular snow. It doesn't take you much to notice. It doesn't take
Is
you
there
much
another
to
dead
notice
body?
that there is a whole party of Conclave
Oh.
Rangers that died in this field.
Oh,
So you found the hunters that were sent before you.
More
So this
dead
is what happened
bodies
to those
for
guys.
Vail. I don't. Noia doesn't know that. Noia doesn't know that. Yeah.
Dead bodies. Well, before you guys discuss that, I am going to spend 2 fear to have something happen to the other party.
Oh no.
Oh,
I have 9 fear. I might as well spend it.
Oh, I was wondering. Yeah.
Glad we
So as you
walked
two are
away.
finishing your short rest,
You have your tank. It's fine.
as you two are finishing your short rest, Syzygy, you notice something that would alert any ranger who has a sense of self-preservation. You hear a howl, an awoo.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That's all I'll say. You three can discuss what you want to do. You hear an awoo coming from the west. All right, back to these two.
So does Noya not know about the other dead bodies?
You were the one who discovered them.
Well, I'm just gonna stand and look around and just say to Noya, well, I think we found what happened to the old group.
The wisp goes nearer to you.
I look at it.
And yeah, it just circles this place. And
I'm just gonna tell Zorik. They highly overestimated themselves. Be real.
Well, what do
wisp,
we do now? Find any stuff useful, I guess?
only dismiss. Besides that, nothing much of use. I don't want to ransack their bodies. I don't care.
I'm lawful evil, but I'm not that evil.
I'm not that evil.
Is the wisp just now chilling there? Is it just floating?
Good question. As you guys chill over here, you notice that the wisp, eventually, seeing that you have now noticed everything it's wanted you to notice, has slowly been floating back east. Just slowly, though.
Slowly.
Is there
But
anything in any of the bodies that are like standing out that I can find?
Roll me finesse.
Oh boy, that's just a +1.
Roll me finesse to see if you can pick something out in this. Oh, that's
That's
a 6
a
with hope.
6 with hope.
Alright. Well, as you finagle the bodies, it's hard. Not only are their clothes just, tightly fit because, what's required for the environment that they're supposed to be traveling, it's hard to spot something important in this blanketing blizzard. That's a failure.
Dang.
You don't get anything but the hope. The hope, the hope at least gives you. You can't find anything. The only thing loose enough for you to find is a literal, is 2 handfuls of gold.
Oh, nice.
Nice, money.
Yeah,
Money.
whatever you're gonna use money for in this desolate wasteland, up to you to figure out. That was the only thing loose enough for you to pocket. All right, be right back.
Since the wisp is just floating around slowly, do we still follow it?
I will say though, to follow the wisp as snowstorm is brewing would require a strength action roll for navigating the blizzard. You can wait for Zord to come back if you want.
Oh, I'll wait.
Let's see the other party. Alright, what do you three do?
You know what? I'm feeling comfortable. I think we'll be fine. And I guess. What do you guys want to do?
That came from the west.
Also, like the opposite direction of where they went.
Should we check it out and die?
We really are splitting up from the. You know what? Sure, I'm fine with it.
Your short rest is at least over now. That's at least good. Should we wait and get ambushed? This is completely up to you how you want to handle it. Yeah.
No, we can go for it. We'll be fine. We just rested.
Back. Yeah. Lulu can handle some dogs, it's fine. Alright. I guess you guys are going out of camp, staying in camp. Give me details. What about the others?
We could like leave a little trail, like you know, just drag something along the way and just leave constant arrows in the snow. It's still snowing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's probably not the best idea then.
Just leave a note.
Yeah.
Gone fishing. Alright. Give me a game plan.
Gameplay.
There's no game plan.
I mean, do I just? No, I can't use my ability right now. Right, just so immediately from leaving the camp. What do we say?
Alright, alright, roll me an instinct roll then. See how far you can see. Mm-hmm. 12 with hope.
I have too much fucking hope.
Alright. Well, leaving the camp, you can tell that this is a relatively safe and enclosed spot. There's fewer places to, well, there's fewer open spaces to get trapped in. And while you cannot see the wolf itself, that hope gives you, well, some preemptive knowledge. You're dealing with regular animals here, probably just on the hunt for their next meal. This enclosed space surrounds you. You navigate through this, well, narrow space. And while you cannot see where they are, you find some trace of footprints that may have been left by them. You can identify 2, maybe 3, just wolves. They seem to be regular animals. They're just circling you, probably, from what you can tell as a ranger.
Alright.
You're just hoping for an ambush, from what it looks like. Alright. While you guys go do that, let's switch back over here. Zorik, Noya needs someone to brave the snowstorm and roll a strength roll. Snow.
Alright.
Please help me.
12 plus 2. I'm gonna have 3.
You can assist Noya if you wanna do the thing as well. Or you can just leave her to do it.
Wait, what's Zork trying to do?
Well, brace through the snow with strength.
Yeah, I'll help her.
With what? It's either you can do a reaction roll to add or add or subtract a +1, or you could spend a hope to literally give her the help action.
Oh, I'm fine with spending hope.
Alright. Spending a hope. Alright, you gain advantage, Zorik, plus d6.
Plus a d6, okay.
I'm assuming you
Keep
keep the mace, Naya. Then
Yes, I keep
plus
the mace.
2.
it's an improved mace, just with the added tag of.
Oh
It's
no, that's not.
That's a critical success.
Oh,
Oh, nice!
Remember, two of the same number. That's a crit.
Crit counter.
All right.
I gain a hope.
Yep. Gain a hope. Clear stress.
Pog,
All right.
but that's a 10.
Oh,
It's
I
still
mean,
a critical
it
success.
doesn't matter. It's a critical success.
Okay, I forgot about
Alright.
that.
You follow the wisp and see that it's leading you somewhere else. You can see more than you can do more than just brave snow. You see exactly where it's leading you. The wisp moves forward and well leads you through the snow. But as you move forward here, Zorik, you notice more than just the wisp. You notice what looked like eerily familiar to you, smaller, well, this time actually like decaying bodies. Not of rangers, not of hunters of Conclave, but people who clearly wanted to move away from the deed that happened to well the west. It isn't very far, literally just this distance. But you see poking out of the snow are decaying corpses of what you can assume to be well smaller draconic looking humanoids, not dragonborn but smaller. And accompanying them are the bodies of what look like to be shorter humanoids, but shorter but stockier humanoids. Clearly not human, but something else. And, well, as you are here, I'm gonna spend 2 fear here as well to trigger it. Since there are 2 people here, I'm gonna spend 2 fear. Yep, we're doing this.
Hey,
We're spreading the party.
the part. Let me just grab something really quick.
As, thankfully, what I will say, because of that critical success, you 2 have advantage on your first action rolls. Whatever first action roll you do. As the wisp notices them rise up. And, alright. Time for some zombies. And, alright.
Uh-oh.
Let's do this.
That was nice knowing you, Noya.
As they rise up,
Yeah, we are so dead. We're so dead. We're so screwed. It's fine. We have like
Good
a
thing I didn't spend
tank
all
and a
my-
glass cannon. What could go wrong?
alright. I spent my fear to summon them. And sure, let's just keep the spotlight on me as you see this shorter humanoid try to rise up from undeath and attack you, Zorik. Just a basic D20.
Okay.
17
Oh,
though.
that hits.
Alright. Shambling zombie. Alright, let's see here. That is going to be simple. D6 plus 1. They aren't tough, they're similar to skeletons. Just 3 minor damage. Do you want to just eat that?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Okay, you just eat that, take minor damage. And, alright. Well, spotlight's back on you guys. Which is either this party or you guys. We're playing the same
no.
game. As Syzygy, you hear the howl again. They're surrounding you and they're gonna pop out from somewhere.
I could try and spin to win, but
One
I'll
of
let
you
the others
guys.
do this.
Well, one player can take the spotlight.
I can go for it. So I literally have their tracks, right? So can I use gifted tracker to see like the actual direction where they're in?
Spend a hope, yeah.
Yep.
Read to me the actual what gifted tracker specifically does for that specific feature.
You can spend any number of hope and ask the GM that many questions from the following list. Number 1, what direction did they go? Number 2, how long ago did they pass through? Number 3, what were they doing in this location? Number 4, how many are there?
Okay, what specifically do you want to ask? Where did they go?
Yeah, what direction did they go? And I'm assuming that's also where they're going to come from.
All right. How many hope?
That's just one hope, since that's just one question.
One hope. All right. Well, I will tell you that spend a hope. All right, give the tracker. This does not count as an action roll until you have rolled a dice. It's still a spotlight on you, so this is just you using a feature.
Yes.
So, what I will reveal is I need to grab them specifically.
Them doggo.
Oh,
All right. I grabbed it. You can, with one hope, you can spot one of them. As you can see, with the tracks left behind, you point a bow, Syzygy, north immediately. Hiding in the bushes, ready to jump out you, is a larger winter wolf, not just a wolf. But you can spot it, hiding in the bushes.
Oh, that's fun. I just simply alert the other two, and aside from that, I'll use another feature in my other domain to conjure armored beetles so that I can reduce damage when it comes. So that's my mark reduce mark stress. I tell the other two, do you guys want to do anything about this?
Mm-hmm. It's in the bushes. Should we fight it? That is a good question. It is just an animal.
Yeah, but it's closing in to pounce on us.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave that up to you guys. Violence isn't always the answer, but it is an effective answer if you can. Let me get stat block.
I mean, there's also just an option of shooing it away, just like bring some fire over.
True, true. This is Daggerheart. You don't necessarily have to kill everything. Yeah, we can scare it. Alright, what do you want to try and do to scare it? Okay, so... what if I stand on someone's shoulders so we seem bigger than we actually are? That's funny. Stand on whose shoulders?
I don't have his height.
Who's the tallest? Up to you two to decide right now.
Yeah, I have no clue what my height is.
No clue either! From vibes, who's taller?
From vibes.
I feel like Syzygy would be
sure,
taller.
that's the case now.
Alright. You want to stand on top of Syzygy and then we'll do that? Alright, Lulu. Rex is a unit of a man, so yes. Alright, Lulu. I'm guessing that would be a presence roll to scare it to seem bigger than they actually are. It's literally your physical presence, so presence would make sense. Syzygy, it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to roll a reaction roll to add or subtract 1 from that.
Oh, right. Reaction and also presence, right?
Up to you. It could be strength, it could be presence. Sure, you could double presence this if you want. I'll allow that.
Yeah, those are both +0.
Yeah, it's either helping Lulu up or assisting in the same vein. Sure.
You know what? Sure. It's going to be a flat.
It's add or subtract 1. You could just not help.
That would be rude. I told you it would be very rude.
That is. Well, I'll count that as a +1. Yes. You know what? Since it's a critical success, Lulu, add a whole d6 instead of a +1 to your presence roll because it's a critical success.
This is a reaction, right?
Yeah, it's a reaction roll. So you know, I'm ruling it so that a critical success on a reaction roll gains a hope of clears stress anyway.
Okay, thank you.
I
I'm
don't
full.
know what the official ruling about gaining or clearing stress on a reaction roll is on a critical success, but I'm just gonna say do it anyway. You rolled a crit. I'm gonna use bold presence +2 added strength. 24 with fear.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
That is good though. As all right, 24 is well. This is how I'm gonna do it. In cases where you aren't punching the enemy to oblivion, instead, what I'm gonna do is mark a stress. Normally, this would be damage threshold, but since you are doing the peaceful way, I'm gonna mark a severe amount of stress on the direwolf, which is 3 out of its 5 stress slots, as it is literally stressed out. As it is literally stressed out from your presence and does well. Normally, I would say not attack, but you did roll with fear. So what I'm gonna say is that poor wolf. It is intimidated. It's working. It's not gonna one tap intimidate it into submission, but you can tell it is working. I gain a fear, and I am going to use that for the other party. Back over to these
Oh.
two.
My bad.
Back over to these two. Rar.
Okay,
Noia. Well,
how
not
does
the
it-
spotlight on you. Spotlight's on me right now.
oh, sorry.
I am going
just want-
to spend the fear to trigger a group attack between the minions, which is gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yeah, you know what? 5 of them. 5 of them swarm around you as small little draconic zombies.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
dead.
as D&D players, it should be obvious what they actually are, but yeah. Alright, and then, as I spend the fear that I just gained, and they all roll with a -3. If this hits you,
I'm
-3.
gonna be.
-1. No, they do not. They try to swarm you, and these tiny little things, surprisingly, are since they're zombies, Noia, they are weaker than you somehow in this moment.
Wow, okay.
Alright, spotlight's back on you, I think.
Okay, I was about to ask, how far is melee range? But of course, I am in.
Melee range is 5 feet, yes. Thankfully,
Okay.
opportunity attacks don't exist.
I am going to use Wild Flame, which is make a spellcast roll against up to 3 adversaries for the melee range.
Alright.
Targets you succeed against takes 2d6 magic damage and must mark as
Alright, you have
flame for
advantage from your success earlier for your first
Yes.
roll. Alright. Add a d6, and you just roll once.
them. Okay. 2d6 plus 2 plus d6.
That is definitely going to hit a difficulty 8 zombie.
Oh my god. Okay, I can pick up to 3.
Alright. If you want to pick
I'll
specific
pick
ones,
I'll pick the 3 minions on top. The 2 on top and 1 at the
side.
right side, yeah.
Alright, since they are minions, they have 1 HP, we don't need to roll for damage, they instantly go down.
Oh, never mind. And then I'm like stressed.
That's 3 less.
Mm-hmm.
And I can still use my movement, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna move 10 feet to the right.
1, 2. 10
Yeah,
feet to the right. You just noticed the shambling zombie do the pose that you can see on the art, but its spotlight's still on you. Any of the players can take the spotlight, whether it's Wolf Party
Could
or
I
Zombie
try
Party.
to do something?
Zorik? Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, highest typing.
Oh, now you can
Oh,
go
now you can go
first.
first. Okay. Okay, so question. Can we only do one ability per turn?
One action roll. If it's an ability that just spends stuff, you can do. Well, you can just keep going. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Your turn ends when you roll an action roll, or when you action roll and move. I'm just I just allow movement and action to be interchangeable.
It would be fun to
But
have all
yeah.
of them near me, but three is still a good number.
Mm-hmm. Spin to
Okay.
win.
Spin to win.
All right.
When you make a successful attack against a target within I have to attack first. Okay. Well, I'm gonna mark one stress, give myself advantage for reckless, because I don't trust my luck now.
All right. Mark a stress.
That's a 2d12 plus.
Remember to add a d6 for advantage.
Yeah, plus 2. Yeah, plus 2. Plus d6.
16. All right. You successfully hit any of them, and that hits all of them with spinning to win. All right. Roll your damage.
Very close range. You succeed. Against okay. All additional adversaries succeed against take half damage.
You succeed
So-
against all of the ones in your range.
So one guy takes full, the rest takes half. Is that what I
Oh, yeah.
understand?
Oh yeah, yeah. Roll your damage then.
Yeah. 1d10 plus 3.
I mean, I'm
plus-
assuming the one you want to take the full damage is the full-bodied zombie. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna assume that. Mhm.
Oh wait, 2d10, not 1d10. Let's do it.
12. Thankfully, they are zombies. That is severe damage, but they do have 4 hit points. As she slices off a whole arm off the zombie, the rest of the minions just fall flat on the ground. What did I? Microsoft no.
Okay. I'll stay there and just keep aggro on that guy, sure.
Am I not? Wait. The hell is happening to my number pad? Yep. Alright, you stay there and you roll with hope. Okay, so normally I would. Yeah. Normally I would allow you to keep the spotlight, but I am gonna spend a fear to get the spotlight back on me.
Oh boy.
What is happening to my number pad isn't working. Yeah. Alright.
Wait, question.
Yep.
If we roll a spellcasting roll, with like, do we gain hope or not?
The spellcasting roll is still hope or fear, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so one thing I will do now here is that, alright, as you two have intimidated the wolf, another one rolls from the bushes behind you and attacks. This one gets a bit of a surprise attack. Do I have stat block? No, I do not for some reason. Alright. Okay, here we go. Thankfully, problems. Alright, you know what? Okay, what I'm gonna do, okay, this wolf down here is going to mark a stress to do hobbling strike. As mark a stress to make an attack against a target within melee range as it jumps towards Syzygy. On success, deal 3d4 plus 6 direct physical damage, which direct physical damage and make them vulnerable until they figure out at least 1 HP. Alright, let's go for Syzygy. Alright, so as I was saying, this wolf jumps out from another bush and does a little hobbling strike on Syzygy, which will be a 10 and does not hit. Alright, so Yeah, that's nothing then. Alright, spotlight's back on you guys. Either this party or the wolf party. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna mark a stress. Ooh. Marking stress. And everyone can see purple fire around me. Mm-hmm. A very normal thing to have. And I'm just gonna aim my scepter to the ground and intimidate the wolf that just popped out. Alright. What does that mean? Do I roll presence? I suppose so. Does it give you advantage with whatever you just used? I gain a bonus. +2. Alright, roll presence +2. That is going to be an 18 with hope. Alright, well that's definitely going to be enough, and that's actually going to mark 3. Oh, this one's stressed out. This dire wolf. This one is seemingly a stronger leader. The dire wolf is maxed out on stress. What happens when you max out on a stress is you gain the vulnerable condition. Okay. Alright, it is vulnerable and it's clearly now in fear of you. You two look back behind you to see Vail wrapped in purple fire. And he is clearly intimidating right now. Spotlight's still on you guys.
Alright, that's
Yeah.
a hope.
Mhm.
Okay, so at what point are they going to run away? Okay.
Well, this one clearly looks like it wants to.
Alright, so just one of them left. What do we do about this? I can pull out something very funny from my very funny bag, but I can't think of something funny enough that it'll be intimidating to a wolf. Oh no, I know what's funny enough. Just an entire fake wolf skin jacket with like an entire wolf for a head. Would
A
that
fake
work?
one. Sure.
Yes, a fake one.
You pull out something funny from your bag and you gain advantage?
Yes, I assume so.
Yes.
Alright then. Alright, since I'm trying to like approach a wolf, can I also add in my my experience of adrenaline junkie?
Sure. I'll allow that.
Thank you. I've been needing a way to use up my hope.
That is a
Okay, sure.
Sure, bro, sure. Alright. The wolves are clearly stressed out and intimidated by this party. They see that it is not worth attacking whoever these Chaz are. They back away slowly, unless you oppose that for some reason.
Nah, they could go.
Alright, they back away. For the purpose of this party, these these ones are done. And you are just left with Syzygy in a wolf pelt and Vail wrapped in purple fire. Alright. Well, hope is still on you guys. Whoever wants to.
31 though, Jesus Christ.
31. That what?
Do you
were the
wanna do
dice
something,
rolls
Azii?
here?
11, 12 plus 2, 6.
11, 12 plus 6. Jesus.
I'm still on full stats.
Do you wanna do something, Azii?
Maybe I'll still be earlier. Getting food.
Alright.
Might be.
There's 3 zombie.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them left. What do I have other than spin to win?
Where are we at right now?
What do you mean by where?
Oh, I mean, like, what's happening? I mean,
They
is it our turn already?
Yeah, they aura farmed the wolves away.
Nice. Oh yeah, I just fixed my setup. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you now. They're asking if you want to do something.
I'm thinking. I don't really have much attack since my other 2 attack requires hope. I can do a bolt beacon to the top, to the top guy.
Go forth. As a shambling zombie tries to shamble towards you.
There's 2.
That is a 17 with fear.
fear.
That is gonna hit though, so still roll your damage.
Gonna spend a hope. Wait, on a success, spend a hope. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm still going to spend a hope either way. I'm going to D8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2, yes.
2d8 plus 2. Yes.
If it says proficiency, you roll 2 dice. If it doesn't say proficiency, you roll whatever it says.
Okay.
That is
Oh,
not-
that's a bad roll.
Which is, well, thankfully these are tier 1 enemies. That's still gonna be severe damage, 3 HP.
Nice.
And it's vulnerable, correct?
It's it's dealing damage. Yeah, vulnerable.
Okay, what does vulnerable look like for Bolt Beacon?
For
Is
bolt
it on-
beacon,
Is it on fire? Is it glowing? What's your
they're
what's
glowing
your
very. It glows. They glow very brightly.
Alright. Alright, but that was a roll with fear. As it rolls with fear, though, I will first of all gain a fear. I gain a fear, and I would move. And alright then. Okay. I would say that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have it move to you. And alright. The shambling zombie has a +0 to attack. As you can see it do the pose in its art, it tries to devour you. Simple. +0. 19. Nearly a crit, but thankfully it does not. As it reaches out to bite you, you can see Noia. It's shorter frame. It's a stockier and shorter build than you, but as it bites you, it tries to get onto your it tries to bite your bicep essentially, as it deals 1d6 plus 1 physical damage. 2. That would be minor damage. Do you just want to take 1 HP, or do you want to mark something?
I'm just
Oh,
gonna mark my armor. Wait, no. When you spend a hope, you can no. Wait,
Do you
I
just want
think
to?
I
Do you just want
remember.
to eat the HP or roll?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it.
Right, you just take the damage. And one other thing I will say is that the zombies, the shambling zombie, this one specifically has the passive ability, horrifying. Targets who mark
Wait, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I'll just use my armor slot. I read the wrong.
Alright,
I read the wrong ability.
so you don't take damage. Good, because I was gonna say the shambling zombie has a passive ability that says targets who mark HP from the zombie's attacks must also mark a stress, which means you don't gain a stress.
God damn. Okay, I'm glad.
That means I forgot to give Zorik a stress, so please mark a stress for me, Zorik, from your earlier damage.
Sure thing.
Okay, that's all. That was a roll with fears. Spotlight with fear is over. And one thing I will say is that you can see that the will-o-wisp is slowly drifting east into the snowstorm again, whether you like it or not.
Where is it going?
Well, one
Going
thing
somewhere,
that
that's for sure.
normally I would say you could follow it, but I'm gonna spend a fear, the one that I just gained, to cause a snowstorm over here. You know how this works. Strength
Of
reaction
course.
roll from the both of you.
No.
As the wisp disappears into the snowstorm.
No.
Wispy,
We have to find
no!
it.
That's a 20. Strength reaction roll, you don't gain a hope or fear from this.
Noya's surprisingly doing good with these.
Surprisingly, it's Zorik who fails and gains a stress.
Yeah.
Alright. But as you can see, the wisp has disappeared into the snow. It is very unwise to go into a snowstorm of that strength now. You need to get back soon. Alright,
We can probably
Spotlight's
outrun these guys.
Spotlight's back on you guys. What do you want to do?
You know what? Can I just kill them off? I'm
You could.
going to kill them off.
They're all
We
on
can
1
also
HP.
do that, yeah.
Oh,
They're all
1
on 1
HP. I'm gonna use wild flame again
Alright.
and target all 3. Wait, no, they have to be in melee. Fuck.
You can target 2 of them, at least. Those 2.
I'll target 2.
Alright. And you can leave the other one with advantage for Zorik. Alright, go ahead, Wild Flame.
Wait for a second. I need to make a roll.
Now, 17 with hope. Alright, you hit both of them as they both singe away in fire. As
Nice.
you can see, the short zombie and the draconic zombie both singe away in flames. Alright, with hope, Zorik, you want to finish the last one off with advantage?
Yes. I'm just gonna do my trusty axe. Swing. I mean, sure, I'll use advantage.
Alright, that is going to
Out of
be
fear.
a 17 with fear. That will still hit though. Alright, and it's on 1 HP. How do you want to end this?
She's just with the snowstorm coming in, she knows that this is not gonna be a good place to be stuck in, so she goes in fast, just sprinting on it, digs a foot on the snow, and just uses the stop momentum to use the heavy weight of the axe to just boom on top of it. Just slice it.
Pong. Alright. And with that being said, it's over. Now. It's unwise to go for the wisp, but you can still see a flicker of it. But at the same time, you know that the snowstorm has been strengthening, and it might catch you again if you stay here for too long. What do you wish to do?
I really want to go after it, but then I know I'm not going to. I'm not.
Just roll
Yeah.
good.
Just roll good.
Just roll good.
I am
You know,
saying that
okay,
if you want to keep the wisp, this is your last chance before it disappears.
okay. Let's do one more. One more couldn't hurt, right? We're already this far. We're already chasing.
Gambling.
This
You could
far.
work.
Why
You
not?
could work. You could work together on it if you really want to
I just
succeed.
tag team it.
Yeah, you could
You know,
tag team it
yeah.
if
you
you really
yeah.
want to succeed. That might be the best way for you to guarantee a success. It's
Sorry,
literally
how many-
it's physically on the edge of the map. You can see the snowstorm
have
covering
3
your vision.
Wait, you
I
have
have
3 hope.
exactly
That's
enough.
great.
For
Okay.
a tag team, yeah.
You want to
Okay.
tag team? How do you want to tag team maneuver through the snowstorm and grasp the wisp? or at least get to the Wisp. Hopefully convince it to stay.
I still have the shovel with me. I can use it as like to help me wade through the snow. It's like a little like
Alright, who?
what do you
Okay,
cane?
yeah. Okay, so if Zorik is the one spending the hopes, how does Zorik lead the tag team?
So if Noya's using the shovel to wade through the whole snow, I just thought of a fucking stupid idea. What if I hold Noya? What if I hold Noya, right? Carry her. She has the shovel in front, and I power through like we're a fucking snowplow machine.
Alright. I guess roll what you think is fitting there for both of you.
I'm guessing strength because I'm powering.
Yes, strength with
so...
Zorik makes sense. Noya, what would that be?
Oh, I'm just going to use like it could be like instinct.
Sure.
Or knowledge. Instinct, yeah, because
instinct. If you want to spend experiences or anything, now is also the time. Up to you.
I don't have enough for an experience, so I'm just gonna...
all my experiences are intelligence based.
I can use my Seaborn card for a +1. Could work.
Alright.
The only elemental like experience I have is like farming elementals.
You can use farming for the shovel.
You wanna hit it with
farming.
a shovel?
It's like farming, not farming. It's like
okay.
I mean, like with her interest in like elementals, like she really wants to grab it. She really wants to grasp it. So it's not technically like, direct harm, but because of like that morbid interest, I could say she'd use a hope for that experience.
Alright, I'll allow that. So, okay, Zorik, roll me a strength roll plus whatever you're spending.
Also, I have this ability where I can mark a stress instead of spending hope, and I can double the modifier.
Yes. Alright, well, you do your roll as well. That's a critical success.
Okay. So I'm using Adept. I'm spending stress instead of hope to use the experience, so it's plus... Wait. D12, 2 plus 4. I'm gonna roll 6.
Mm-hmm.
12 plus 6.
That's
oh my god.
That's a 28 with hope and a critical success. Well, either way you pick it, both of you gain a hope for succeeding because both of those rolls are gonna be with hope. And while I guess it doesn't really matter which you pick. Both of them are an immense success. All right, describe to me how you two both power through the snowstorm to get to the Wisp, convince it to stay with you, and then run all the way back to camp. You two can take the lead.
Well, you can do the convincing part. I'm just powering through the snow for you.
Okay.
You two narrate this for me.
With Zorik on my back, giving me like protection from behind, I'm just like here with my shovel, just like piercing each and every like piercing. Is piercing the right word? Like piercing the snow, like to get through, and then like convincing a Wisp. Oh, I didn't think this far ahead.
Well, you're Noya. If anyone here knows something to convince it, it would be you.
True.
You know that the Wisp are attracted to death based on what you have observed.
So technically it's just following wherever the dead goes. So okay, wait, I have an idea. I'll take the mace since it has like remnants of blood. I'm just going to use the mace as like a way to attract the Wisp since like, it smells like death. I'd like to think it smells really bad. So I just like wave around the mace and just like try to make sure it catches the Wisp's attention. And that's what I do as a way like to keep the Wisp following us.
All right. And with that, Both of you keep the wisp following you and rush all the way back to camp. Eventually,
Nice.
with some easy enough maneuvering, you two recover. Well, you two recover the wisp, and you can see that these. You guys can meet back up again.
I put Noya back down.
I'm glad that I didn't have to use force. I was contemplating using force to catch the wisp.
Yeah, we were also contemplating like using for different story.
Difference.
Well, you five meet back up again, and you can see that they brought the wisp back in tow with them. As you can see, this one is now particularly attached to Noya. Noya, you gain a little friend now.
I gained a friend. Nice. I'm just going to hold the wisp in my hand, and I'm gonna like put it out towards them, and then I'm just gonna say it likes death. Gonna morally put it out. It likes death.
A lot.
Okay. Well, whatever your interests are, girl. Anyways, well, with that being said, with the wolves out and about, the camp isn't exactly the most secure anymore. You've scared them off, but it's well, you guys are fully rested now, anyways. Unless you want to take a short rest again and do this whole song and dance a second time, you're back together. You want to talk or do anything?
So what happened here while we were away?
You see Lulu still on Syzygy's shoulders, maybe? I don't know. Well, you all are back together. Yes.
Alright, so how far away are we from our intended destination?
It should be one more traversal and you should be at the grove already. Wolves happened.
Ah. Well, I guess it's a better outcome than zombies.
Yeah, just around the mill wolves.
Zombies. Yeah.
And we found the corpses of like the last adventurers before us.
Mm-hmm. This little guy, I point to the wisp. Let us right to them.
That's something to report back.
Why were they there? Anyways,
Why were they there?
good question. Who killed him? Questions to ask. Or maybe you can figure them out right now. Who knows? You guys could
My
roll for it.
assumption is the zombies, but like it could be anything.
Wait, I'm not gonna show the maze. I'm not gonna show the maze. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
You are a seasoned adventurer, Zorik. One thing you would know is that, well, you two were able to fend off those zombies. A whole party of adventurers wouldn't have fallen to just those ones.
True. The plot thickens.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what do you guys wish to do? The Wisp is staying with you now. That's the reward for actually going to it.
I'm not gonna show the maze to the party, but may I inspect it further?
Alright. That could be knowledge to further inspect it now that you're in a clear space. That could be instinct to intuit what it could be used for or where it came from. Knowledge.
I'll use knowledge.
Okay. I mean, considering it's a murder weapon, you could add heresy against humanity for this.
Okay, I'm gonna add +2, so that's a 13.
13 with fear, alright. Well, I'm not gonna do anything with the fear, I'm just gonna store it, just because we've already used enough fear. But with that being said, alright. Noya, this is easier for you specifically because you have studied about this in your heresy against humanity. Uh, the mace is composed of a cold metal that is not typical for any weapons you would normally find in Theon, as you are from Theon. It's composed of a metal that's colder, not just because of the cold weather, but because it is spiritually colder. Elements
Ah,
Bane. The players already know what this is, but Noya,
Yes, I know.
you know even further, and you can see that it is clearly a weapon made of mithril, a weapon that is designed for killing elementals, but for some reason it was used to kill those hunters.
yeah, I
You
was about to say there's another mace. It
Yeah,
would be
that's
very funny
weird.
if I got another nickel for this.
You know,
one
I, two
one thing
nickels.
one thing that you would notice though is the engravings in the language you do not know. Now that you get a clearer look at it, you're studied enough as a scholar to know that these are runes. These are dwarvish runes.
Yeah,
Damn.
the player is getting deja vu.
If only we had someone who could speak it, but we don't. You don't show it to anyone.
The player is getting deja vu. If I had a nickel for every time Azii gets a mace that's from like a dwarf that's also made out of mithril, I'll get 2 nickels. It's weird that it happened twice.
Well, that's what you know.
That's what I know. Okay.
What's the plan?
We set off to wherever we needed to go, or wherever we're directed to go by.
Yep.
The elven guy. I forgot his name already.
Just call him Des.
Des. She
Alright.
really doesn't give a fuck.
She really doesn't give a fuck. You got a pet now. That's all you care about. Alright. Well, if you wanna navigate your way through already, this is going to be another. Well, you know how this goes. Navigation
Yeah.
check. One person has to make an instinct roll. The rest of the party can choose to help if they want, or just choose not to if they don't want to hinder him.
Gee, I
I
wonder.
wonder who's gonna roll.
I wonder who's.
I wonder who's gonna roll the navigation check. An instinct roll. Question: does your armor just last? Syzygy, how long does your beetle?
The thing is, it doesn't mention it.
I'm just gonna say it lasts until the end, until it's something triggers it. Yeah, it probably just
Yeah.
does.
Oh, okay. Because the thing is, I have it already triggered since like last session. I just reactivated it again, so.
I'm just gonna say it lasts until the end of a scene.
Oh, okay. That makes
That's Daggerheart is like loose enough with that. Until something relevant would make sense to deactivate it. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you keep it. All right. If anybody wants to help with a reaction roll to add or subtract a +1, you can roll that first before Syzygy makes his instinct roll. If anybody wants to, we don't need to wait for Snow to do this.
What
Difficulty 50.
time of day is it?
You're guessing probably right now closer to evening by now. There's
Okay,
a lot
so
less light. And the wolves
I'm
are
going to use the wisp as a form of light source to help Syzygy.
Sure, that could be knowledge.
Nice.
This reaction roll, you don't gain a fear of hope. That is
-1.
14.
that's gonna be a -1. But you know what? You're using the
-1.
wisp. You're using the wisp. I'm gonna give you advantage for this just because you're using the wisp.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna reward you keeping the wisp with the wisp actually giving you an advantage for this. Well, thankfully, there you go. Exactly what you need.
What a coincidence.
It's exactly 14.
15.
Alright,
Oh, 15. Oh, wait, 15. Dumb. Okay, never mind.
Syzygy has a +1 now. If anybody else wants to help, they can roll.
Anyone else?
Nah, you got this.
God damn it. Okay.
We got this.
Okay, so
Plus one's enough, right?
I already used up all my luck. Okay, never mind.
20 with
I
it. There you
haven't.
go.
Nice.
There you go.
I have too much hope.
He's he's literally too hopeful. He's too hope core. What a problem. Back. Okay. Well, Syzygy made it. And alright. Okay. Eventually,
What a problem to be more hope.
what a
sorry.
problem to have so much hope. Alright. Eventually, you all make it. Ysshara's Grove is not that far off anymore. Where is the map that we had? Alright. Essentially, you all have crossed from where would have been the edge of the bridge now into Ysshara's Grove. What you see is a lowered. You know the sunken garden in UP, yeah. So yeah. Imagine if it was covered in snow. A sunken land of snow, bordered by an arranged circular rock, a circular formation of rocks that seem to be in a literal description of a druid circle. But at the center of it, you can see a large snow-covered coniferous tree. But other than that, for Lulu, you've been to groves before, right? Or so you said? Yeah. Normally, druid groves are sanctuaries. Safe bastions of safety in the middle of safety, balance, and harmony between spirits and mortals. But for you, it does not require much to see that this one has been far from the best of its times. As you can see, well, it's not abandoned. It clearly looks taken care of to have, well, signs of maintenance, but you can see withered trees, you can see cracks in the normally neat circular stone formations. And, well, it looks, well, not the best grove you've seen. Apparently the druid you're searching for is somewhere here, but you don't see anything yet. You can sense that it's safer than your camp by the remaining spiritual energy still here, but... well, a grove in Spiritwind Valley can only be as best as, well, the valley that already has a ruined relationship with spirits anyway. It's sadness. That's what you feel. It looks sad. Alright. You're supposed to search for a druid. What's the party's... What are you doing now?
Well, original missions just go here, right?
Yep, go
Yeah.
here and well, consult with the druid about the Whisperwind.
Or do we have to like make an appointment or?
Where the druid at?
Yeah, can I use my wisp again? I'm
To
making him work overtime to help me
Wisp
find
search.
the druid. It's
do?
I mean it's an elemental not really an elemental,
Well,
but
it's an
like
undead.
undead. Oh no. You know, since like it led us to places earlier, and it's like why not?
Sure, roll me instinct with advantage, Noya.
It was D6.
That's a 15 with fear. Alright.
D6.
The difficulty I set for this area is 13, so that's that's going to be enough. D6. 20. That's going to be more than enough. Alright. You search with the wisp and you gain an understanding of this grove. It's not abandoned, Noya. You can tell, but from what you can tell, it's almost abandoned. Normally, druid groves are maintained by a circle of druids. That's why they gained their name. A whole association of multiple druids keeping the balance between both the grove, the spirits, and the mortals who live around to keep a bastion and sanctuary. This one looks like it's barely holding on. Like the snow and the cold that surrounds it, it's so close to dying for a grove, from what you can tell. There's barbed vines everywhere. There's traces of broken branches and gouges in the ground. The trees are standing, but they're almost twisted like a mockery of nature, like they don't grow right. But from what you can tell, there's enough signs of life here. Leftover sleeping bag at one corner, dried out food rations at the base of the tree. As you lift the spirit onto the tree, you see that there's a pair of eyes staring at you from the branches. Look almost as if to attack the undead spirit that you had, but you roll with hope.
Oh,
But you roll
Oh
with hope
god.
and see that she notices you before you notice her. As you can see, not human figure. You can see human in height. You can see around your height, but with a head that's clearly more oval shaped, wider than it is tall. Ears that are pointed, but not as if an elf. They are taller than an elf's ears, but they are clearly more like wider than they are sharp. The body is tone fit even, but the proportions are almost out of place. Like the arms are normally longer than you would notice from a person, and the legs are stockier, but the waist is as thin as a human's. Some sort of
It's creepy.
you would describe it as creepy. If you were ruder, you would almost describe them as a freak. But you notice them jump down and meet you with a staff pointed, and just said, "You aren't the ones." As you can see, what looks like to be a you look like what I'm just gonna say it now. You see what looks to be an ugly cross between a Goliath and some sort of goblinoid creature jump down from the tree and notice you with like a confused look of, who the fuck are you?
Oh my god, wait, I just realized the way it became a racist for a second. Like, why did she think it's creepy? Oh no!
I mean, objectively it's not something that would meet your standard.
I mean,
That's a bit
yeah.
rude. Who knows? Maybe she has a fake personality.
I mean, it's just a
Goliath
rude
goblin?
comment. Goliath goblin.
She asks you like, who the fuck are you?
Who's the face of the party?
Who's the face of the party? The Conclave
The
sent us.
you.
Charisma person arrives. I'm surprised they were conceived at all.
Are they able to? I'm not going to ask.
There's a lot of
Goliath
strange
and a
things in this
goblin.
valley, Noya. This one's another one of them.
Goliath goblin.
The Conclave sent us. Roll me a presence roll, Vail. If you can add any experience that you would say would help you with this as you try to introduce yourselves. Where's the... If you want to use an experience for this. It's finally time. A social interaction. The high presence character finally can shine. Where is... There it is. What experience can even fit? That's up to you, if you have something that would. This is a presence roll. You're trying to in a friendly way, introduce yourselves. You could just roll a flat presence roll. That's also fine. You have a +3, you're good. My advisor could... That... I'd allow that, yeah. You're used to diplomatic negotiations. This is a specialty of yours. 14, that's okay, that's what you need. That's what you needed. Well, what you needed was... Actually, yeah, it would be 14. That's good. Gain a hope. Azii notices. Alright then, another one of Dez's groups. I'm guessing the last one failed. That's a bad sign.
Dead.
Alright then. What did he tell you this time? Amose. The... caretaker of this grove. If we're looking for better druids, I'm afraid you're stuck with me. The only druid left taking care of this grove. Awesome.
Awesome.
The Conclave wants to know what's been happening, causing the current happenings here. Still haven't figured it out themselves, then. Alright. Gather around and introduce yourselves to me. I'll tell you what I told the other ones that came before you. Alright. She kind of goes underneath the tree for a bit of shelter. And she asks...
Well, we're doing self-introductions again.
I'll ask for your names, not because I want to care about you, but just so I can know what to mark your tombstones if you fail.
Do you have a pretty graveyard over here?
Somewhat. She points to one corner where stones are piled over.
Ah. At least I remembered.
I'm Vail, Dez's trusted connection. Whoever wants to, they can roll a knowledge roll on... an instinct roll on the grove.
I can do it.
Okay, any one of us can do it?
Yeah, one person, just one person.
One person.
I have a +3 unless someone has an experience to top it off.
Knowledge of the groves.
Nah.
Instinct.
Time to get another piece of hope. Never mind.
Well, you don't notice much of the graves, but from what you can tell, Syzygy, there's remnants of you don't read the names, you don't recognize the full significance of it, but you can see there are stays, there's druidic foci on the graves. There's clearly you don't know the full reason, or you can't intuit why, but you can get the sense that this druid has buried the ones who came before her, and is the only one left.
I guess I can, after Vail.
And the Gain of Fear.
After Vail, Zorik will just nod I'm sorry.
Yep. And I'm gonna assume everybody introduced themselves normally.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fine. You want to know about the Whisperwind? Well, sit down. It's what I would normally say, but if the last group has already died, then we're in a dire circumstance that would be more preferable to deal with now than to explain what's been going on. Do any of you know of the Frostmaiden? She asks.
Frostmaiden?
Knowledge roll. Whoever wants to roll the best one.
I have
Frost
2
Maiden.
knowledge.
-1.
I have.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
Vail wants to.
Vail.
This is
Yeah, let him
essentially.
roll.
This is essentially. Hey, if you guys want to gain hope, I am asking who wants to do it. I'm gonna use a favor.
Y'all let me roll.
Ooh.
I only have a +0.
I have
All right.
+2, but
No,
I'm gonna let Vail do it.
Vail is gonna do a Warlock thing and boost his
Sure.
roll. Add knowledge and add a favor. Warlocks can gain favor from their patron. That is a 16 with hope. All right. Vail, the Frostmaiden. Normally, winter spirits, well, ice spirits in general, are, well, the same as most elementals you would know. They are neutral beings, forces of nature. They don't really have sentience. There are rare exceptions in places where the spirits are greatly disturbed. Well, somebody's note to Azii that she would probably be interested in hearing this, so note it down for her. Normally, in places where spirits are naturally disturbed, they cause amalgamations of sort. Normally, they would
I'm
cause.
saying what?
Yeah, this is
Is that-
this is spirit knowledge. So.
Okay, I'm staying for a bit.
Yeah, normally they would cause amalgamations. The most common examples of this are, well, methods. You know the common spirits: fire, air, earth, water.
Yeah.
But methods are the ones who are products of disturbances in this natural balance. Some elements become impure and mix with others. Ice being a particular mix of water and air, magma a mix of, well, fire and earth, mud mud is water and earth, such and such. In places with even more disturbances, however, these para-elementals, para-elementals, what they're called,
Ooh.
mixtures of multiple elements, can mix with other things that aren't just elements, and the Frostmaiden is perhaps the most known folk legend. That's an example of this. Not a mixture of two elements, but rather two beings. Elemental and undead. There's a local legend, you know, Vail, that traveled throughout the valley and beyond, of a woman who was left behind in an evacuation of a now forgotten village. It's normally a campfire story, one that they would tell while resting within the valley. That should you ever light a campfire in Spiritwind Valley, there would be a young woman that's cloaked in nothing but rags, asking if she could have warmth in your fire. It's
Oh.
normally told in a way that would say always refuse, or else you would be welcoming the Frostmaiden into your into your camp. And what the Frostmaiden wants is warmth. Whether that's the warmth of your fire or the warmth of a life of an ember snuffed before its time. That's what Azii is referring to. A creepypasta, essentially. Well, yeah. I'm gonna
We're gonna
assume
collect her 8 pages.
you, yeah, an undead elemental.
Question, can I note it down into my journal? I'll just
Uh,
replace the river specter with
I
the
mean,
iron,
I'm actually
the
gonna say that
Frostmaiden?
it still counts as the ice spirit you already have logged. It still counts.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So undead elementals. That's one way to put them. But yeah, you can go. But the more important thing is, I can't entertain a question. The hunters that were sent before you were supposed to gather things for me. Offerings. Game. Food. Whatever they could offer to the Frostmaiden. Because to answer your question is to curry favor with the Frostmaiden. One attuned with both the undead and the elementals of the valley, who would know what exactly is causing the disturbance. I would normally have communed with her with their offerings, but considering you're here, Des has probably figured that the hunters before you have already perished, which means I won't have any of those to curry favor with her. You will have to do. If you want your question answered, you will have to pick up where those before you failed. Do you understand what this means? We should have looted the bodies. She asked, do you understand what this means? I told you all to bring the bodies! So, Ase is saying that, alright, she was actually already on investigating what the Whisperwind is problem by literally asking a spirit of the Whisperwind. Problem is, this spirit is a bit crazy and won't give out things for free, which is why Ase sent the hunters before you to gather things to appease the spirit. Those hunters never came back. So, she says, I guess you guys will have to fill in.
Yay.
If only we had spirit bending. So Ase will say to you all, I would love to answer a question, but there's a more pressing matter there. The Frostmaiden will return at the apex of dawn. If we cannot provide offerings with her, it will turn bloody.
Oh.
But, well, I guess if you all are capable enough to wade through the snowstorm, you might be capable enough to, well, beat the answers out of her yourselves. Though, well, up to you. It's a desperate situation. You may have to trade out a good night's rest for it if you want to, well, do things the peaceful way. Well, now I present the party with an ultimatum. You can long rest in this grove and wait for the Frostmaiden to arrive. If you look at the pinned message, there is an option in a long rest called Work on a Project. There are two downtime options for you to choose in a long rest that could be recovering things or regaining hope or whatever. If you choose to forgo some of those, if you choose working on a project, you could work on gathering offerings to the Frostmaiden in order to hopefully settle things in a diplomatic way. Or you could do whatever, set up a trap, prepare for combat, whatever. At the dawn of a long rest, you will meet the Frostmaiden, and Ase will commune and get the answers you're looking for. Yeah, let's gather bodies. So this is a point. Yeah, I'm not fighting that. This is a point where the party can commune on what they wish to do.
Can
I
you do
feel like
double
the
project?
I'm pretty sure you can.
To compensate on
I
not
don't
picking the
need
bodies, I'll
anything.
help gather the bodies.
Yep. Yeah, so this is, if you guys have preserved your resources enough, you could be fine enough where you don't need a rest in the first place. This is up to you guys. This is
All I just need
resource
is to
management.
repair my armor, so I should be fine for the rest.
Yep,
The
you
thing is,
could
I-
repair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll leave you guys to talk. I'll stand up for a minute to get some water. You can talk for a bit.
If I can two players work on the same project?
Yeah.
Okay, so I could help. I could help with finding the bodies, and I can just clear my armor.
Then offerings. I mean, like, I assume it's all under the same vein.
Probably, if we're assuming the bodies have the offerings. I have 2 stress, but I think that should be doable for now.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm back.
I think clearing my armor might be the best option.
Yeah, just make sure you're full up. But if you have like an extra action, then yeah.
All right. Do we want to go? Okay, for those picking work on the project, which is gather offerings, you have to decide. You have to give me a specific thing you are working on. It's either you can mix. This is another Daggerheart portion where you are free to make stuff up, whether that's stuff like the basic stuff like hunting animals for meat offerings. You could inquire with Azii herself to get more information about the Frostmaiden, possibly. It's working on a project, it's more abstract. You don't have to go specifically hunting and offering stuff. It's preparations for, well, something. And the more for each project that you work on, for each downtime, essentially, you have a roll to make with me, and that will determine whether or not the difficulty is lowered or higher with negotiating with the Frostmaiden. If things turn to the worst, Azii has already told you she's probably gonna kill some people.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.
Yeah, this is a very great place, very great valley. Is there anyone who's already decided on their things?
This is a long rest, right?
Yep, this is gonna be a long rest, which does mean that after the long rest, I also gain fear, which is why, for a long rest, I gain an amount of fear equal to the number of PCs plus 1d4.
Oh, great.
Can we switch cards during a long rest?
I don't think you guys have enough cards to switch between.
That's also.
You have access to all of your cards. You don't have. I don't think you're high enough level to have a vault yet.
Yeah.
Can you go above 10? I
What
have
level
a
do you get?
maximum of 12 fear. Wait, so I think it's gonna be maxed out 12 anyway, yeah. Because I haven't spent it. Okay, no, I'm gonna tithe my patron and gather offerings. Alright, does anybody want to resolve it now then?
So how many offers do we have right now? That's 2.
Okay, well, the amount of people who do, yeah, we're gonna be making rolls for that, is why.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we
feel
want
like-
to start with? Sure, let's start with Lulu. Alright, you clear all of your HP, so you're gonna be fine and full on health, Lulu. And you're gonna gather offerings. How do you want to gather offerings? What do you do?
What's happening?
Somebody explain to Azii.
We're taking a long
You
rest.
should have brought the
and
bodies.
We're
Okay.
doing, girl.
Uh,
We're doing a long rest right now, and we're
I'm sorry.
doing a bunch of things. So long rest, it's already in the pin, but majority of us are doing a project in order to appease the Frostmoon sign. Once the spirit arrives, so that we can negotiate with it. Because if we do not negotiate with it, we're going to die. Most likely, we're going
Yeah.
to fight it.
Oh.
Azii
Okay.
explains that the answers that you're looking for about the Whisperwind were something that she wanted to commune to with the Frostmaiden. As an actual spirit who is capable of conversation, she would know. The problem is, this spirit isn't exactly kind, and she was planning on gathering offerings and whatever to appease the Frostmaiden so that she would be in a good enough mood to answer things peacefully. Problem is, that was the job of the hunters who came before you. They didn't come back.
Oh.
And now we're in an emergency
Oh,
situation where you can either take a long rest and prepare yourself for a fight, or try to rush a job and gather enough things or offerings or prepare enough to try and settle things peacefully. What kind of things would the Whisperwind like? Probably. Well, you know the Frostmaiden likes warmth, and that is typically associated with living things or meat or just things that would indicate life. Yeah, bloody sacrifices, the normal things. That's the normal things you could think of. You could navigate the snowstorm and gather a body. You could bring the body. That's an option. Oh, so she's Aztec.
anything life related? Like, doesn't have to be
Something-
literally warm.
It's a bitter winter spirit that you know the story of her, or at least the fable or the myth of her from what Vail has explained. Something that would appease that.
Okay, so we have 2 people gathering offerings right now.
We should have
We
killed
have
those
3.
wolves.
3.
Oh wait, yeah, 3, including me. Also want to do it.
We're just
Um,
resolving them one by one. Yeah.
I mean, I could go hunting for more rules. It's fine. But one thing that I was thinking of is we could make at the very least the roll to go back to the bodies easier because we find their subclass.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Sure. I'll if you are specifically doing that, Ziggy, I can give you advantage for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
All right.
your roll.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's
How does
gonna
a
be the
long rest work?
pin message? Mhm. You choose 2 options from the long rest options of list. From the long rest list.
Okay, I think I'll also gather offerings and clear my armor for now.
Okay. Okay. Who wants to be the? Okay. Is anyone clearing HP or stress so that I can update the tokens? Other than Lulu, who are
On
already
clearing
cleared?
stress.
You clear all your stress. Mm-hmm.
What can I do?
Because well, the gathering offerings thing and that's work on the project essentially. If you pick work on the project, you're contributing to this effort to gather things.
Okay, I'll help.
All right. Who wants to be the first one to do a thing? We're rolling.
Since I'm doing like a double project, can I go first?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already told you what I'm planning to do. I'm going to primarily for the things. I mean, for the tracking back to the bodies. So that
Right.
would be
Instinct at advantage.
instinct advantage. Gotcha.
All right. That would be an 11 with hope. Oh, that would be a
Uh-oh.
fail.
Hmm.
Okay. Wait. Reassurance. Yep, I'll allow that.
Thank
From
you.
Lulu.
Is it a complete reroll? Or just a D4?
Yes. Full reroll.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. That's even
9 with hope. Wait.
You're just gaining hope.
That's a
Fear.
1. That's a 1, a 3, and a 2. That did not work. Okay.
Yeah. It's a 9 with fear.
Mm-hmm. A 9 with fear too. Yeah. All right. Well, I would normally gain a fear, but you know what? Yeah. As you try to navigate towards the bodies, Syzygy, you find yourself encountering a bit of trouble. You have hope, though. You have hope, though. So what I will say is that, well, you aren't able to find them. They are fully buried in the snow now. You have hope, so you are able to, well, navigate your way, well, back safely enough. And while that avenue closes on you, you find yourselves in a position instead to do something else. I will, considering that, well, that was a 9 with hope, that was a failure with hope, I'll let you keep your advantage for your other downtime action then.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Wait. Unless... That's fear, isn't it? Oh, it's a roll with fear. Oh yeah, it is a roll with fear. I guess not, then. Okay, well, Hope 1, fear 2, then yeah, then never mind. No advantage kept. SMH the spot. Then no advantage kept then. Alright. What's your other one then? That avenue is closed on you, Syzygy.
I can go last for my other one.
Okay. Who else wants to? Gathering offerings and, well, whatever does not have to be the only thing you do. This is general preparations. You could inquire more about them. You could inquire more about these spirits. You could prepare other things other than material offerings. What do you wish to do?
So what kind of stuff have we gathered now?
Currently none.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I can try and do my gathering thing.
What do you specifically want to gather?
So they want stuff like... What was it again?
Whatever you think would appease a bitter, cold winter spirit. Azii wasn't specific. It was just things that would appease her. Or what you would think. You can interpret that how you also wish. It's just Daggerheart. You can be abstract. You don't need to follow a set rulebook.
Well, I'm assuming going to the bodies wasn't successful.
It wasn't. Syzygy returned since you can see him, well, not doing well.
Zorik thinks it's probably not a good idea to go back there. As much as it would be nice to get the stuff from the bodies.
How far are the bodies from the...
Well, a roll away.
A roll away.
I mean,
An action roll away.
Check again.
We don't... Remember, we're not playing D&D, this is Daggerheart. It's abstract.
Oh, can I help Zorik? Can I assist Zorik with getting the bodies?
Is that what
if
she
it
wants to
helps the roll. If it helps her roll.
do? Is that what she wants to do?
Are you trying to get the bodies?
I mean, it would be... Going there again could help.
Yeah.
Can I help if you all are getting the bodies?
We're
locking
all
in on
helping.
getting the bodies.
We're locking in.
These were your co-workers.
They have our stuff.
Talking
the stuff
about
we
life
need.
and death here.
Fair. It's our best option.
Getting the bodies is all I want to do, too.
Yeah, I can just go and go back there with y'all.
So, would it be okay? So, here's the thing, though: doubling down on a single option will guarantee its success, but it will still only count as one success.
Oh.
Are you fine with that? You're helping her, which means you're making it more likely to succeed, but that will still only be one success.
How many successes do we need?
Find out.
Damn. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll let Vail do their thing. Vail and Zorik do their thing. I'll think of something else.
Okay, so... I mean, there's more bodies.
I mean, there are wolves. You have
Well,
two options.
And generic animals, too, not just wolves. It's not like one person can grab them all.
True, but
Considering
is
the
doing the
spirit
same
wants
task.
something like wants something that could appease to a spirit that needs warmth. It would be funny if we offered it cooked food.
That is an option.
That it works.
Like I said,
do
this
have
is
breath weapon.
like I said, this is abstract. This is what you think would work. I'm not saying there's one correct answer.
One of us could hunt for food. One of us could go to the bodies, maybe.
I can wait. Can't no. Okay, one gather bodies. Vail, what do you want to do? Do you want to gather the bodies? I don't think I'm strong enough to carry bodies.
I'm going to the bodies.
I can do the food gathering.
basically when you're convinced on what you want to do, say that that's what you want to do, and that tell me what you want to roll. You guys have to be the ones proactive here. You guys are the ones telling me what you want to roll. All right.
Okay, wait. I'm going to do the food gathering because technically not street survival knowledge, but by the book knowledge. But I do have by the book knowledge of how to like survive in like cold weather
Mm-hmm.
or like foraging. I can just say.
All right. You want to do that?
Yes.
Tell me what you want to roll.
Instinct or knowledge, either of those.
I'm guessing it's more instinct.
Instinct, okay.
Mm-hmm. We're looking to beat a 15 here.
What else? No, isn't it funny? Is it possible if I can use alchemy when it comes to food?
I'll allow that.
Okay, and I'm gonna use the stress so I can add double my modifier instead of using hope. So it's going to be +4.
That is a 20 with hope.
Nice.
Oh wait, that's a long rest. Our pack can reset. Let me
Yep.
check.
Remember, this is also a long rest, yeah? Alright. Noia, describe to me what you prepare with a success with hope.
Okay.
I have to spend a hope.
Food. I'd like to think that she tried to grab a lot of like foraged berries that could like, last within winter, and some like smaller animals she could like hunt with like real like it doesn't take that require too much effort, like rabbits or something.
Mm-hmm. Alright, then you prepare that. That is 1 success. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the bodies.
That's what I'll do. Okay, going back to the bodies, treading through the snowstorm? You want that to be strength or something?
I could try agility because my current
Or
strength rolls have not been the best.
Okay, you could.
Wait, let me. Do I wanna spend a hope now? Or...
Okay, so Syzygy is contributing 2 projects. Noia is 1, Zorik is 1, Vail is 1, and Lulu is 1. So there's going to be a total of 6 projects being worked on. Is that correct? Yeah, so everybody does at least 1 with Syzygy doing 2. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a hope to use my experience again to help me with this.
Alright, describe to me what you do.
So since I'm
Red
going...
disconnected.
Yeah. Since I'm using agility this time, I think what Zorik's gonna do, considering it's a snowstorm, she's going to try her best to be swift about this. Like, remembering what steps they took that wasn't slippery or wasn't hard in the snow until she makes her way back to the bodies. And she'll pick the one that's... She'll pick one of them who looks the most equipped, I guess.
Alright.
Like, who would most likely have a lot of materials on them?
You tell me. You're the one doing the action. You tell me.
Okay.
Make it up.
I could try and bring 2 bodies, yeah.
Well, roll. then.
Okay, she's gonna grab. She's gonna grab, let's say, a person that has a literal backpack on them that's still stuck on them in their back, and then one other person who looks like has a pouch or a satchel. That's when she looks inside the satchel. There's probably stuff like campfire material. So sure, that might be useful.
All right. Well, roll your thing.
Okay, since could I use strength for this since I am bringing bodies?
Yeah.
It would be funny if I could use reckless, but that's an attack. That's not an action.
Not
roll.
an attack. Well, it is an action roll. You're just not doing an attack.
2d12 plus 2. Do I have a keyboard dice? I do not. I don't think I have anything else that I could use. Oh wait, no. This counts as the roll I said I was gonna spend on hope on, right?
I guess so.
Like,
Yeah.
was this entire thing like one action, like traveling and coming back? Okay,
Yeah.
so I can use my thing. +2, +2, so +4. That's an 11.
11 with hope. That is a fail.
Oh,
You described to me what counts as what a fail looks like.
okay. Maybe 2 bodies was being too ambitious.
It's a failure with hope. Maybe you bring back one.
Bring back one. She'll just bring back the one with the backpack. More chances of having good gear.
All right.
I mean, would it make sense if you just took the satchel from the other guy as well? That is not. I mean, it's lighter than the body.
You tell me. Remember, this is Daggerheart. You tell me what makes sense.
You're not sure. She'll take the pack. One body could be enough.
All right. Well, that's been 3 rolls, but so far we've still had 1 success. Who's next?
I'm coming back with a body on my shoulder
not-
and 2 bags.
I'm not gonna say that failing more times than you win means this is an instant fail. It's just, well, I'm stripping the body. the one body that Zorik has brought back, Vail is stripping it. And
While he's doing that, I'm gonna rummage through the bags. Well, the campfire gear is there. We have a fire starter, maybe. Red is still offline. Cut the guy's
I'm
hair.
gonna grab the clothes and cut the guy's hair. What role is that? What role are you doing? Finesse? I would allow that, sure. You are preparing something presentable. That is exactly what you needed. A 15 with fear. Alright. That is exactly what you needed.
Nice.
Frostmaiden's gonna love this. That's 2. Alright, is there anyone left? Alright. other than red being still missing.
Oh, I just realized I still have a stamina potion. Could mark down a stress with this.
I guess I'm gonna hunt something. That's an option. And then cook it? Alright. What would that be? Yeah, sure. I don't know. I mean, cooking feels like instinct. Or knowledge. Hunting is, well, probably gonna be one of the physical actions.
Oh yeah,
Strength.
I just hunted for like the food. I haven't cooked it yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've hunted already. Already got foraged, hunted.
Yeah, foraging and
Foraged.
hunting is different.
Oh shit, yeah, I did foraging.
Hunter, cook, but not both. Yeah, probably one, yeah. Being a Dragonborn, I got inner heat because of your elemental breath. You can probably get some, yeah. Just that, well, this is cold. Just hunt more, so more. You look
Like you
for
can hunt more. At least like the one you hunted is warmer.
Oh,
It's a
there he
fresh
is.
body.
Yeah. I'm hunting because I'm bad at the other one. You want to find an animal and beat it up. Go. What role are you justifying with that? Strength. All right then, you wrestle. You wrestle an animal. Go ahead. Maybe I could roast it or something. 19 with hope. All right, that's a third success.
Nice.
All right, describe to us what you brought back with a 19 with hope.
Bring back an owlbear trademark. No, that's not there.
No, it is. In Syklos.
Okay.
You can bring back a deer. Yeah.
These fucking ants. Get out of my table.
Yeah, I fought a deer in one. Hell yeah, crazy. All right, you fought a deer in one, and you brought that back. Who else is left? Is anyone left other than Syzygy?
I think I used up mine. Azii used up hers. Stella used hers.
I
Hai
think it's
used
Syzygy.
theirs.
It's just red left, I think. Then.
Yeah, Red's still dead.
Yeah.
Can I use the potion I got to mark down a stress?
Yeah. To clear a stress. Yeah. To clear some stress. Yeah.
Sure, because I haven't used it yet. Might as well use it now. Consume. I have 40 gold on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rich, boy.
You want to roll for that potion?
Let me see. I forgot what it does.
Minor is 1d4. Come on.
1d4.
There we go. 2.
Okay, so I cleared out all of it.
Yep. Do you have 1 HP mark, Noya? Is that correct? Or are you full HP?
Yeah.
All right.
I have 1 HP mark.
Yep. Everyone's HP. I guess we're just I guess Stella, can you pause until Red replies?
I guess we can take a break for now.
Yeah, I was
Till
like
Red
waiting
comes
for
back.
my lunch.
I guess we can resume then. Azii still BRB, but we can continue on. Alright then, if we are back, then everyone else has done their long rest stuff, correct? So it's gonna be you left. We are on 3 successes though. That is pretty good actually. That's not bad. Final one, last one you can do. Somebody else can tell Red what everyone else has done.
I grabbed the body back. I grabbed the body, Vail stripped it, and cut their hair. Noya went to gather food, and Lulu went to hunt.
We have a deer,
And yeah.
bodies, clothes, and I think some food that's kinda okay. Yeah, body singular. uh, you could prepare by talking to Asai if it matters, and that's more of a mental thing. Basic firewood gathering that could work. Yeah, firewood gathering. What do you think that is? Finesse. Finesse or strength to cut down a tree. Finesse could be it. I allow that. If you want to use experience or anything, now's the time. Once again, difficulty 15. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can cope with my experiences. Can I say that I've been lumbering company in Eldovia wants to work with wood coming from this area before? Sure. I'll allow it. It's Daggerheart. We're making things up. Go ahead. I love bullshit. A lot of Daggerheart is bullshit is now canon. That's how you play this game. Welcome it. Embrace it. That's how you play Daggerheart, baby. That is a 15 with fear. That is thankfully exactly what you needed. As I get a 10th fear. Oh boy, I'm gonna need to spend this real soon.
Uh-oh.
Back. Alright, so we're gathering wood. That's correct, right? Yep. Alright then. Well, has everybody done their preparation things? Alright, everybody, all 6 have done. We have 4 successes. That's actually pretty good. 4 out of 6. That's actually really good. Well, not really good. It's good. I guess everyone is done. Alright. As you all gather your stuff throughout the night, Asai notes that... Well, I'm not exactly sure yet how effective this would be, but it's better than nothing. Alright then. We should have enough to at least prepare for some things. As the wisp dances around in kinda in a more cheerful manner. It's a bit of hope in this trying time in, well, the Grove, but, well, one thing that I should do, just so that I can, alright. One thing that I should do is... yeah. Alright. And, well, Asai says, alright. Well, hopefully that should work. When the Frostmaiden comes, I will also need your help in talking to her. Normally, an entire druid circle will gather around to commune with the Frostmaiden. A strong spirit of the valley Sometimes the strength of winds in this valley are determined purely by her mood. My sisters, most of them have perished as tribute to keeping her appeased these past times. Desert hunters were sent out as aid for this next commune with her. I see that you are capable adventurers in your own right, so I will be saddened if she takes one of you. But hopefully it could be something that would be solved without need or sacrifice, as with many that have come before. And alright, I will say that I will spend, just because I have an excess of it, 3 fear to not summon anything. I will at least guarantee that. I need to spend all of these on something. As do this. You feel the wind shaking all around you. Thankfully, though, as you are protected within the Druid's Grove, you do not feel the strength of the wailing Whisperwind. You do not feel the strength of the wailing Whisperwind on all of you on the Grove. One thing I will say, however, is that the Grove is upset by the wailing. As you can see, the Grove itself lose a bit of maintenance from Osei's control and become a bit overgrown as thorny barbed vines grow and poke from beneath the snow. All of you choose to roll either a finesse or strength reaction roll, please.
Okay. Strength.
Or finesse.
Strength again.
Difficulty. What was the difficulty on this? 13.
Oh, that's a fear from me. Uh-oh.
Reaction roll does not generate hope or fear. Remember.
Oh, okay, thank God.
It passed.
This is a reaction roll. Remember, do not generate any hope or fear. Did anyone fail? Well,
I have a 25.
Because what we're rolling, strength or finesse reaction roll as the grove becomes a bit more overgrown. And I roll with 16. Alright. Well, who succeeded? Who succeeded?
No, what's the DC?
13. Everyone but Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Lulu, you take, 16 direct physical damage from the overgrown brambling vines, taking, I think that's direct 2 HP? Direct means you cannot reduce it by armor. Yeah. Everyone else takes half of that, which is 8. I think Vail will still take 2 because he has a threshold of 8. Syzygy, I think you're gonna deal the same. Does your armor protect you? I think your armor might. Will your armor protect you from this? Is this time for it to finally trigger? From your beetle. Yeah, it could. So reduce it to 1. I'm pretty sure, and then it's gone, I think. Reduce the severity. Yep, and I'll use a hope. And I can regen them. Okay, that's cool. And Zorik and Noia, unless you have anything specifically that reduces damage other than armor.
It's only 1.
Yeah, both of you are gonna take 1 HP unless you have any special thing. Direct damage means you can't reduce it by armor slots.
I don't think I can do it because mine has to
don't have
specify
anything.
it's severe.
And Ase notes Sorry. If my sisters were still alive, I could maintain control over this grove better. You could react. This is a story moment. Does anybody have anything to say before I finish the long rest? The grove is a little spikier than you remember. It's a little less comfortable, but you can still rest the night in it. Does anybody make conversation? Or shall we just pass it? Y'all are great at small talk.
Yeah, we're so good at small talk.
Real.
I'm sorry. The thing is, like, in character, I don't think she's gonna do much.
We put together
We're
the
the
most
most-
antisocial group, and we're putting them in charge of a negotiation with a spirit. Well, if nobody
So
has
funny.
if nobody has anything to say to that, unless, yeah, it's just a story moment. It's just roleplay. Saving my ult for the actual Frostmaiden. I'm sorry. Yeah. Then the night passes, and well, the reason why I do that is because a long rest gives me, the GM, a number of fear equal to the number of PCs plus 1d4. And I can advance a long-term countdown, but I don't have one of those. Considering there's 5 of you, I literally can't get more than 12 because it's gonna be max fear. So yeah, even if I roll plus 6, I am officially maxed out on fear. So that's a good sign as
Oh
we
my-
enter.
It's a
Oh
good sign
boy.
as we enter the final boss room.
Oh, you thought this was the final boss?
I know, it feels like it.
Alright, well, here we go. Dawn eventually breaks. You all get sleep as much as you can in this valley. Though, well, it's not a comfortable sleep. It's enough to get a long rest. Maybe it wasn't 8 hours, maybe it was just 4, maybe it was just 6. But it's still enough to prepare you for the arrival of what you hear to be the Frostmaiden. The valley is upset at this time, and you can hear it in the air. The winds blow stronger, the tree sways heavy, and the Frostmaiden makes her presence known with the wail of the Whisperwind itself. I am gonna spend... Yeah. I am gonna spend immediately 3 fear to go down to 9 fear to have the Frostmaiden appear with a stronger ally that it wouldn't have appeared with had I not spent fear. So I'm literally gonna give it an extra ally should things turn out for the worst. To really set the tone. I'm gonna add a whole new enemy to its posse that normally wouldn't have been here. You all can talk. You all can talk as you feel the cold air seep into the grove. You can hear it.
Any final words?
She's approaching.
Any final words?
Seems like we're going to be walking towards our death.
Time for the main event.
Hope it doesn't come to that.
Or is it just me? Alright. As you can see, walking forward with mist trailing in front of her, a gaggle of ice spirits, frost mephits, the Frostmaiden herself, And walking behind her, the adversary that I added to this because I have an excess of fear, an ice elemental. A para-elemental, not one of the pure ones. Normally, normally water would be smooth, flowing, and air free and movement. But mixing the two pure elementals together, you get something that's barely keeping itself together. You see an ice elemental. You see the ice elemental claw its way like a spider with multiple limbs, except its limbs are not attached physically. You see where would it be a shoulder dislocate and crack and lift itself, then put itself back together, as if breaking, shattering, and reattaching itself all together. As the Frostmaiden arrives with her gaggle, and well, an extra ally that was added here, just, just because. As she starts, and while I assume you all present what you all wish to present, and
Yeah.
Ase moves forward. Druid. You know what? I think I can do this. Druid. I see you are with new friends. And Ase says, "Yes, mistress. We have fulfilled our end of the deal." And you all present. How do you all present your offerings? How presentation? As you can see, the ice elemental behind her cracking and shattering once again. Hey, party. Calling on you. What's the presentation like? Smash? Wood? You see the Frostmaiden like 9 feet tall, made of crystals. You can see her hair would normally be a flowing woman's, well, long hair is instead a rigid waterfall of ice. Close her hair and just on the ground.
Are we also offering the body? Wouldn't that body be cold now?
I just put like the foraged fruit on the ground, but nicely decorated, I guess.
Okay, sure. We're
Not
putting the body
like-
right there.
I mean, we're working together on this, so we can make it pretty or more presentable, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His body, or the body.
I'm lifting the whole deer above my head right now. Very good. You see the ice methods you've already... Okay. Oh. Well, I hate crime in their culture, but I have set up the firewood, set up the different parts of the grove as I light the pile nearest to us. The ones slowly light up one by one. National Treasure 2 starring Nicolas Cage. Ah. That's... Ah. Good. My favorite. She says as she waves a hand, and the ice methods that once you're already used to in the main campaign grab the other things and drag them towards her. Good, she says. Very well then. We may talk. What is it that you want? And as you can see Ase's staff lighting up. It doesn't take you much to figure out, Noya, that being able to communicate with the spirit at all is the purpose of Ase here. Literally translating the moans and wails of a spirit into understandable common for you all. Pick up. We simply want to ask a few questions. Because of your offerings and 4 successes, the Frostmaiden goes from a difficulty 16 in negotiations down to 12. And now, Ase says, "Normally, this is where my sisters would assist me. They were always better at conversation. I'm gonna have to rely on you all. Find out what you wish to find out. If I don't make it, deliver the message to Des. Alright. Floor is on your court. Party.
Oh, God.
Solve the mystery of the Spiritwind. What do we want to know, though?
And what do we want to know? Like, we were not informed about, like, the last party's, was that, task. We were just tasked to contact the druid, and that's it.
You had the same task, essentially.
Oh.
They just failed.
Yeah.
What do you think you need to know?
I mean, first of all, the causes of, like, whatever's happening. I mean, it's mostly the cause we're trying to find out.
Yeah, that's a good start. Who wants to ask the question?
I'll ask it.
I'll
Vail.
ask it. Vail?
Okay.
JK.
It's either Vail. I'm fine with doing the first one. Charisma. If it's presence, I have 2. I
Or
have
pres-
2.
Right? I mean, that's also good.
Okay.
Go for it. Yeah, presence roll. First one.
I don't have anything to add on to. 2d20s. Starting question.
19 with fear.
19.
Alright. You feel the chill of the ground grow colder, but the Frostmaiden is willing to answer your question. Something is upsetting the valley. It is a foreign invader. We are being pushed out by mortals. A foreign invader. I ask you. Since you rolled with fear, the ball goes over to her court. Tell me, if the spirits are upset from mortal behavior, why shall I not cut you down right now? It is your fault. But whose? Alright. Time for you all to answer. You've all had some clues over what could be happening. But she demands an answer herself. What? Is in the
Empire?
valley? You all know what you know.
Okay, I think it's time for me to actually. Wait, does anyone in the party actually knows how to speak Dwarven? I mean, I'm asking off table. I'm asking off table.
I wonder.
Does anyone?
I wonder. I wonder. You guys know what you know.
I don't know if Zorik can.
Does the person want to reveal themselves? No fucking clue.
We have not, because another off-table question: is anyone connected with the Empire?
I'm not for sure.
Or at least has a special interest? Or working with them, or against them, with whatever backstory. Because we all know where the mithril hammer came from. But the thing is, our characters in game have, like, barely have a clue.
You don't think it's me? Well, it could be something you present. Who knows?
Or we can just use it to present, like, we found these in the middle of...
I just remember we just found like
We just found the dead
those
bodies.
people from the dead bodies, yeah.
Wait, but Noyan does know that it comes from, like, dwarves? Does
Mhm.
she know that? Okay,
Yeah.
we can say that.
You want to approach again?
Are you
think
guys
that-
going to push me to be the person?
Well, you
Who's
didn't.
going to,
Well,
like,
you didn't tell anyone else about the maze. Whose fault is this?
Okay, fine. I'll move forward. I'll offer
Yeah,
the maze.
they don't know about the maze. You kept it to
People
yourself.
don't-
Whose fault is this? Well,
It's
well,
my
well, these are the
fault.
consequences of my actions.
Oh no. Okay. I'll move forward. I'll move forward and say, in a field, like in one of the field, or like in a place. Wait, okay, collecting my words. I can just say we found this weapon on, like, I can just say, like, plains, not plains, just like found this weapon surrounded by, like, multiple dead bodies, like the same bodies we procured for your offering, and it doesn't seem like it was killed by.
You offered
of
the
course.
zombies?
Did we offer the zombies?
No?
No,
we
right.
offered
There's like the hunters. I mean, not the hunter, the adventurers.
Yeah, I was under the
That
impression you
adventure.
offered the adventurers, not the zombies. So it's different bodies.
Didn't we find the maze around the adventurers? So it's just,
Yes.
I was trying to refer to, yeah. So we found this weapon surrounded by the adventurers we are presenting to you right now, and it seems like during the, like, their place of death, it seems like they weren't killed by elementals or like the creatures of the sand, but by another mortal being themselves. Another
Alright.
mortal being. That's what.
Roll me knowledge, difficulty 12.
Oh my gosh.
Considering the army in front of you right now, I think you can imagine what would happen if I fail.
Oh wait. Is the... Can I use, like... No, I can't use my experience. In some way, can I use my experience?
If I deal 25 damage to Noia right now, she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. She's going to be dead. I was like, can I use, like, heresy against humanity?
Sure.
Considering the weapon, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use another. I'm going to use stress to double that, and I can make a +6 roll instead to guarantee my survival.
Stress. 16 with hope.
16.
Okay. She buys that. As she leans down and grabs the mace, do you let her?
Yes.
She says, "This violence. Mortals never know any other language. I have seen many of this like before. Over at she said she doesn't continue. However, Azii turns to you all and says, "Inquire. That's important to know." And she gives it back to you. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come on, guys. Help me out here.
The Frostmaiden has seen that kind of weapon before. But she doesn't elaborate on where. Azii says, "Hey, that's a cue."
Oh.
Should we ask for a confirmation?
Next question. Well, you roll with hope. Ball's back on your court. You can press the advantage.
Oh wait. I earn hope on that roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should we ask like where?
Mm-hmm. Who convinces her to answer that question?
I don't have the presence for this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, we can also ask who the foreign invaders are. Yeah. Who wants to? You could pry out an answer from her with presence, or you could create your own question in response with probably, I don't know, instinct would make sense, or knowledge. These are the
Who
social
has
roles
like
now.
as the highest presence?
Probably the one with +3. Probably me. I'll ask who they are then. Alright. You want... Okay. I'll give myself advantage. Alright. Difficulty 12 because of your preparations. $26 with hope. Alright. Banger. Alright then. The Frostmaiden answers. To the east. Beyond Lumo... Start taking notes. As a GM, I'm saying this. To the east. Beyond Lumos path. There is... a building. Built. Since before I remember. Tall. Black. Imposing. There are mortals that sometimes go out and in, out and in. Alright. Azii turns to you all and asks, do any of you have a map?
We do.
Do you give... okay. I'm gonna assume you give Azii the map. Do you get... Mm-hmm. I'm gonna assume you give Azii the map, and... Azii marks out a spot that wasn't marked before, due to it not being in your mission. She's talking about the Relic Tower. One that is not common knowledge for most travelers here. The Conclave and we keep it mostly hidden, to keep foolhardy adventurers from killing themselves on the journey ahead. Monadra Tower. It was built long ago by two champions who wish to keep certain knowledge and relics in Spiritwind Valley before it turned into this hellscape you now know. And I will give you an updated map that includes where you have been and where this is now.
So that's where the Wisp was going.
East. The blanket of the
Oh,
vegetable were with the wisp with.
okay, I see now.
Relic Tower. But the Frostmaiden continues. I'm gonna spend one fear to put the spotlight back on myself, and the other to increase her difficulty by +3, turning it from difficulty 12 to difficulty 15. So good thing you guys lowered it already. Otherwise, it would have been way harder.
Yay!
So it's now at a 15 for this next one. As you see the ice elemental move forward here and look down one of you. Look down one of you specifically, and just you see it breathe a frosty breath on you and says, "Oh, was I still echoing there? I'm sorry." Well, you see it breathe a frosty breath and just says, "Oh, my companion is hungry. It would help, wouldn't it? You all look so delectable. One of you would do. One of you elects somebody to roll a strength reaction roll to push this thing back.
Yo, someone's so screwed.
For a difficulty 15, yo, I have no strength. Elect one person.
Lulu, our goat!
Go, Lulu, go.
It's gonna be May, isn't it? They're pushing their luck. Elect one person to roll a strength reaction roll. At a difficulty 15.
Good luck.
Lulu, you got this.
Okay, just in case, how much health do you have? Wait, oh, we can see it. How much health do you have?
A total of 7 HP normally.
How much does she have now?
I think she has 2 HP marked, so lost 2, so now
Okay,
I have 5.
you can live. You can still live even though even if
You fail.
reaches severe. Even if you fail, yeah.
Yeah, strength reaction roll, please. Buh. Difficulty 15 because I
Buh.
spent a fear to increase the difficulty. We love social encounters in Daggerheart. That is a 20 with fear. Thankfully, I don't generate fear, but you do succeed. How do you push this thing away, Lulu? As this thing looks at you with that hand. Get the fuck away from me! Backhand slap.
She just
Say that.
Alright. Get a hold of me and gently push it back. You are able to do that, as it is pacified. And... Alright, all you need is one more. Alright then. You have been kind. We will not take your friend. She asks again. I suppose you wish to get there, don't you? But I believe you have found one problem along your way. But what troubled you? The river of souls is liquid again. Are you not trapped here? This is a moment for the party to realize. Does she mean the bridge is broken?
Yes.
mention that, did we?
Ride the bridge!
You're all trapped here without escape. You have been friendly to me, but if you're all going to die here anyway, what's stopping me? There's nothing stopping me from just taking your warmth right here, right now. I'm gonna spend another fear to keep the difficulty at 15.
We have rope.
Unbreakable.
You know what, Red? Please don't give the GM any idea.
But the Frostmaiden will say, but I could help with that. It's
I think
simple,
he promised.
really. Freezing a river when you're made of ice. Your lives are in my hands, are they not? Why should we give you hope? It's not like you're promising to take care of this issue. Are you? Alright, one last roll at the difficulty 15. How are you gonna unfuck yourself from this situation?
Technically, we promised to deal with the situation. Or technically, yeah. Technically, we kind of promised to deal with the. Should we ask for help? Send help? Help where?
She is literally a frost spirit. It's simple, really, freezing over a river. But your lives are beholden to her right now.
So I feel okay. I feel like we should submit to the Frostmaiden because we
Wait, I
should
know
submit
how.
to the Frostmaiden in some way because she does spit your shit, spit your truth.
What is thy wisdom?
Let's offer the 4 intruders' bodies in exchange for help. Do you wish to do that?
Where are we getting the foreign intruders' bodies? Oh, oh. I mean, aren't we already offering them?
Those are the adventurers. That's not the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have the adventurers. We're gonna get the intruders' bodies. We're going to kill intruders. But then that's going to. Is she going to believe us?
Well, that's what we'll find out. Who wants to make that promise to her right now?
Because if we break that promise or we didn't succeed,
I'll do it.
I mean, take the risk.
Vail, considering what you just said as probably one of the best things you could say in this situation right now, and considering your background, you have advantage on this roll. Presence. I'm gonna use my community, Orderborne. Ooh. Tell us what it does. Remember, you guys did just finish a long rest, so anything that refreshes on a long rest, you get. Survival above all. Now that's a saying. That turns your... What's its effect? Tell us, for those who... Tell it to the class for those who don't know what the ability is. I can use a d20 for my hope dice. So, Vail, roll me a d20 plus 1d12, plus 1d6 for advantage. Difficulty 15.
Damn.
If anybody wants to help him and give the help action. Okay, never mind. That is a 21 with fear. Alright. What do you say, Vail? What do you say as I gain a fear? This is your moment, Warlock. Turn the water into ice. Let's pass through, and we'll give you the bodies of your enemies. Everyone else, you feel a chill run down your spines, as Vail is accompanied by a presence that you don't think even he knows. As where Vail would normally be standing, you see almost as if standing in the same place as him, like 80% transparent. You see what looks to be a hooded figure move his hands in the same way he's moving, and speak in the same way he's moving. As you could swear you see wings on Vail before fading. As Vail, because you did something that would appease her, gain a favor for a special reason. As you succeed. With fear, which I gain a fear, but everyone else feels something sinister emanate from Vail. As your words hold weight, more than just a promise to the Frostmaiden, something else is holding you to your word, Vail. You made that promise not only to the Frostmaiden, but something else is expecting you to fulfill that. Do not fail. Alright.
You're appeasing both Frostmaiden and Patron. Good luck, bro.
Anyways. I'm dying. Very well. The Frostmaiden agrees. You wish to get to Monadera Tower. The journey will be perilous. What awaits you, a mountain pass, a rocky cliff, and a tower long since abandoned. I will help you get rid of the scourge afflicting this valley. But after that, nothing more but the guarantee that your lives will not be taken by me personally. Very well. She looks down to you, Vail. I like this one. Do not die. Smash. Smash. And
Wood.
the Frostmaiden turns around, brings the rest of her ice elementals with her, and through stuff that happens off screen or whatever, till it snaps off from the cold.
Bless
And
you.
the river that you would normally have crossed a second time is frozen over by simple aid of the Frostmaiden. And it does not take much for that to, well, be done. Azii looks at all of you and says, "Thank you. You may have signed yourselves up for more than your minimum requirements to fulfill whatever job Des gave you, but I feel like I should help you. Azii Tower is a journey that is perilous. There is no safe pathway to there. It's a relic tower that has long since been abandoned for many reasons. You will have to travel beyond where there are roads. You will have to climb where there have not been climbers before. But you won't be doing so without the aid of, well, at least what remains of this grove. Take this, she says, and gives you stuff for the journey. And where the fuck did I put those items? They were kept safe by my sisters of the grove, but, well, they're not much use for those of the dead. One health potion, not a minor health potion. Health potion as in 1d4 plus 1. One stamina potion as in 1d4 plus 1 stress. And an item called Varic Leaves, which you can eat to immediately gain 2 hope. So, 3 items that she departs with you.
Ooh.
That she hands over to you for safety along the journey. Azii says, return alive, please.
We will do our best.
The Wisp bounces up and down. And unless you guys want to spend like 30 minutes doing a bit of travel, I'm going to assume that's a good thing to leave us off on for the next session. Unless you guys want to.
Yeah.
I'm just going
I
to
think it's a good place to stop.
Okay, well, you guys decide who gets. Remember, these are. Yep. Remember, these are more than. These are more than your minor potions. These are regular potions, not minor. So they are 1d4 plus 1.
I think I'm fine with abstaining from any. What's that?
Of the items.
I'm fine with abstaining of the items.
Yep, it's 1d4 plus 1 health, 1d4 plus 1 stress, and plus 2 hope. Those are what the items do. I already have a health potion.
I could maybe take the stamina, because judging by my build, I'm gonna be stressing myself out a lot later.
Yeah.
Take the stamina potion.
I mean, I'm already half health, but I think almost half health, but it's fine. I think I can last
Yeah,
with the amount of armor I have.
Thankfully, you have a tier 2 armor.
Yes.
I should be fine with health-wise, because I can use my skills. Which is why I need that stress, probably.
I'm
Well.
fine with hope since I'm completely full.
At
I'm
the start
full
of
of hope.
At the start of next session, everybody gets a hope again.
Oh no! Can I use one for the sake of it?
What? Use a hope to do what? wait.
Can we use hope to like regain stuff?
Who doesn't have full hope? A halfling seraph is a fucking battery. I only got to full. Hope core.
I haven't been filling my Slayer dice with hope, but I feel like I should now. What does my Slayer dice do again?
I think it's
Oh,
added
it is
damage.
it's just an
Zoran
extra.
Syzygy. Alright.
Oh wow.
Seraph! Yay! They are great. Yeah, having a Seraph is great.
Oh shit. My Slayer dice says at the end of each session I have to clear. Does this count as... Do I have to clear it if I put it in now?
Yeah, you have to. I think you have to do it at the start of a session. Yeah, just remember it.
Oh, I can just use the hope I get next session then.
All right. Well, I guess that's where we leave ourselves off. You know the source of the wailing Whisperwind. Foreign invaders doing nebulous activity at a relic tower that has long since been forgotten, causing something that upsets both the elementals and the undead. The valley is restless. Monadera Tower. Next session on Wail of the Whisperwind. We go to the final dungeon. See you guys then.
Whoa!
Yay! A lot shorter session, but
Ooh.
thankfully that
It's
leaves
time
us
for us to die.
good enough time for, well, what is essentially a final dungeon. We didn't
Or
fight.
Daggerheart. Yeah, we didn't fight Frostmaiden.
Hey, but yeah. I had a lot of fear to play. I had a lot of fear to play with, and just made her terrifying in a different way.
She's so terrifying. I thought we were going to fight her. She's so intimidating. She has like final boss vibes, but she's just the quest giver.
This is Daggerheart, no fight. One thing I will say, okay, I'll say something now about the Frost Maiden. If you fought her, she has an ability called she's using a different stat block than an actual Frost Maiden, but freezing gaze. When somebody damages the Frost Maiden, I can spend a fear to force an attacker to make an instant reaction roll. On a failure, they begin to freeze. On a countdown of 4,
What?
if this countdown fully ticks down, the player is frozen and instantly dies.
What?
So yeah, she can literally shatter you to death if you fought her. She isn't a hard fight, but it would have been deadly. Bye, YouTube. Queen shit.